Hey folks, it's Untrusted Life, and welcome to Deck of Memories, a game I've been developing for the ThatGameJam #1. As part of the requirements for the Game Jam, I'm supposed to record a playthrough of it. And so, here we are. I'm going to record a playthrough of it. The whole concept of the game is that it's a therapy card game that's also very much a spot the difference game, where you have to where you get asked questions about the scene, and then when you answer them correctly, the memory, the diorama of the memory, increases. I will purposefully not get gold on one of the levels because I don't want to spoil certain things, but I will play through it, and it'll be kind of like a speed run because I know all the answers. So, let's get started. So here we have some options. We have begin therapy, coping mechanism, avoid therapy, or reset progress. Let's begin therapy. Fantastic. Let's start with something simple. You want to talk about the unresolved childhood attachment, right? That's right. What do you see in your mind's eye? Anything large and imposing? I see a void. That's okay. When you picture the void, is there anything in it? No. It's empty. Like me. Okay. Just for a moment, try placing something big in it. Let's try again. I see a plastic table. Do you remember the air? Was it warm like summer, crisp like fall, cold like winter, or mild like spring? I just noticed a bug. I'll fix that after this, I suppose. So I have to figure out what season it is. We see some fall leaves. We don't see very many, so early fall. I can tell this is making you uncomfortable, so we're not going deep right now. Just something simple. How many trees do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The answer is 5. Is there anyone there? Somewhere in your mind's eye? Well, it seems pretty empty to me. I don't think that's true. Look again. Any card? Is there anyone there? There it is. I did that on purpose. I don't want to get gold on this mission. What do you see now? I see a boy. What is he doing? What is he doing? Those look like tears to me. Alright, why is he crying? Tell me why he's crying. Alright. He was hit in the stomach by a ball hard. I'm joking, that's not what it is. So this one's actually really tough because it's supposed to be based on body expression and where you see the red coming from. The answer is actually he was hit in the face by the ball. Someone else is here now. He's with him under the table, right? Yes? Who is it? I don't know what that is. Well, we don't know who that is, but he does. So, we actually have to say it's her. It's like dramatic. I forget which kind of irony that is. Dramatic irony or the other kind when your character knows more than you do. Now we come back down. One small detail. How many leaves do you see? This is the toughest question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good answer, 5. 6. 7. Since there's no answer higher than 7 here, and we've counted out 7, it must be 7. That's enough for today. Thank you for coming in. Feet on the floor, 1 breath in and out. We'll pick this up next week. By the way, this video is going to be entirely unedited. Are you okay? I got hit in the face with the ball. It hurts. Oh no, I'm sorry. My sister's just mean. Here, let me help you up. Thanks. Should I hug you? Or is that weird? ... Thanks. Is that a way of saying no? Anyway. And now we've completed the first session, and it gives us the whole... I don't feel like changing this, but it gives you a runaround of the basic scene of the next session. And the music's changed. By the way, I created this game in about a week, since I was actually a week late in the game jam. So I only made this in like 7 days. Thank you for coming to our session today. I know you're very busy. Shall we begin? And then you'll see we have the option to begin session 2. Welcome back. Are you ready to continue? I'm not going to purposely get anything wrong from now on. What do you see in your mind's eye? I see a child standing in a forest. I see a boy standing in a forest wearing red. I see me. I see a log. I see a tree. I don't see anything. This one is meant to be wrong. If you get it wrong, here I'll do it. I see a log. Maybe, but is there a person in the scene? ... I think so. Focus on them. Who do you see? Well, the correct answer is I see me. But I see a boy standing in a forest wearing red is another one someone might answer, but the therapist wants us to understand that it's us. So it's I see me. Good. Where do you see yourself? Thinking. I'm staring at the edge of a dark forest. I'm staying in a sunny field. I'm staying on a beach. I'm staying in a city. This one's easy. It's obviously I'm staying on the edge of a dark forest. All right. A dark forest? Yes. Approximately what time is it in your mind's eye? My voice is already dying. I made the mistake of having coffee instead of water with me in this session. Approximately what time is it in your mind's eye? So this one's actually a tough one. So it can't be nighttime because we don't see stars in the sky and it doesn't look overly dark. It's definitely not midday for sure because it's starting to get dark. So the only answer is it is dawn or it is dusk. And the trick to answering this is, see that right there? That's the North Star. So, where does the sun set? The west or the east? If the North Star is there, which way is east and west? Well, west is this way, and east is this way. And the sun sets in the west. And it's obviously a little bit low too. And also, frogs tend to be nocturnal, so it is dusk. I can see you're getting tense. Let's zoom out. Are there any animals around you? So, in this one, so we started. Do you hear that person humming? You hear it when the camera's close to the trees. So let's just keep that in mind. Okay, so I can see you're getting tense. Let's zoom out. Are there any animals around you? Well, yes, there's a frog. Is there anyone there? Somewhere in your mind's eye? Every single round has this question. Well, we definitely hear someone humming. So there must be someone, right? But also, there's that person again. They're hidden right over there. Yes. You recognize the person? He doesn't answer that. Okay. What evidence is there that you weren't alone? I'm not sure, let me think. Is there any detail that makes you feel unsafe? We could answer the frog is looking at me weird. There are broken sticks everywhere. There are monsters. The tree looked like a monster, or I don't see anything. Well, I don't know about you, but I see some monsters. When you say monsters, I'm not here to argue with you. I believe you felt hunted. I believe you were scared. But also I want to offer something steady. There weren't literal monsters in those woods. Not then, not now. Sometimes a monster is the name we give to danger when we're too small to name it any other way. They were real to me. Yes, they were real to you. And that matters. You can hold both at once. By the way, this is actually based on real life. I'm not going to say it's based entirely on real life, but it is based mostly on real life. Like in terms of things I've gone through. Anyway. Where's the humming coming from? It's coming from the forest. I see someone. Oh, really? Who is it? It's her, or I don't know who that is. Well, I see that one, but that's probably not her. That's... There her is. There she is. It's her. Okay. Say it again. It's her. Good. Stay with that. Don't run. Oh, it's her again. What is she doing? She's... Well, we can't really see a smile, but she is waving. How nice. Just notice that simple motion, and let your chest unclench a little bit. Let yourself feel her attention. Don't turn it into a lifeline. The memory of her can be real to you without it being needed. It's nice, but you need to think to yourself, even without her, I'm still brave. It's okay. Here's a grounding question. How many wheels are in the scene? 1, 2, and there's a third right there. Answer is 3. Good. I hope looking closely at the details helped you feel more grounded. Yes, it did. Tell me how it really felt, having someone there with you. It was nice. And I'll never have that again. I'll never meet anyone like her again. Stop. You may not feel it in the exact same way again. Being an adult is different. There's more responsibility, choices. But different doesn't mean gone. You can still be loved. You are not unlovable. And needing someone when you were a child does not make you weak. M giggles. Why do you carry around a big stick? She was carrying a stick in the scene, by the way, to scare the monsters. Does it work? So far it has. Cool. I should carry around a big stick too. I'll help you find one. Then we can explore the campground together. Now for the next session, this one's a whammy. This one's a whammy of a session, by the way. By the way, there's a little warning at the top. Warning: this game includes themes of therapy, mental health, childhood attachment and abandonment, anxiety avoidance, intense emotional distress. If you're feeling overwhelmed, please seek support. I have that warning in there because it can be like that in here, but it's more cozy than that, really. Okay, so begin session 3. Notice that our strain goes up a less this time, so we start with only 1 strain. You are already here. That's a good thing. Begin session 3. Welcome back. Shall we continue? I guess so. What do you see in your mind's eye? This mechanic was introduced last round. We actually have to type the answer. You can type in pretty much anything you see in the scene in that one. So it's a campsite. Yeah. Approximately what time is it? In your mind's eye. This time it's clearly nighttime. Are you there? I'm right there, and there's her as well. Let's just for a moment, let's just look at the scene. I'm really proud of how this turned out, to be honest. Anyway. Yes. I'm with her. Good. Settle in there for a moment. What are you doing in the scene? I'm watching the stars with her. Oh. What color are those stars? Name every color you can see. Okay, so now we have to pay attention to the stars. It doesn't really care how you do it, as long as you have all the colors. So white, we see yellow. We see 1 green star. It's not required that you notice that one, by the way. Blue. I imagine someone with colorblindness might have trouble with this scene, but I just am not sure how I would make that work for them. And we see red as well. Something moved. Oh, since the memory is shifting, let's do a grounding exercise. I'll ask you several questions about the memory. If you answer. What moved? The girl moved. Something moved again. Okay, what moved? The trash bin moved. Oh, the garbage bin moved. How peculiar. Something changed again. Oh, okay. What now? The fire went out. Is that scary? No. Not when she's here with me. Of course. Just remember what we noticed last session. Her courage was already there. She just made it easier to feel. Now for the grounding. How many tents do you see? This one's easy. There's 4. You can actually put in the Spanish word as well, if you want. How many trees do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Is there anyone watching you two? This is my favorite diorama of all of them, by the way. Well, there isn't someone watching us, but there's something there. There's a little froggy. But the answer is actually no one. Is it nice finally being alone with her? Without her sister watching you two? Yeah. It's quiet. Like I can breathe. But then I think, what if I mess it up? What if I say something stupid and she stops looking at me like that? Hey, slow down. Right now, you're just 2 kids at a campsite watching the stars. Count the animals you can actually see. Then name them. X animals. Blank blank. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, and there's 2 deer. So the answer is 5. Animals. Deer. Frog. I think I understand why the memory keeps changing. I think you don't remember those little details because you were so focused on her. Yeah. And that's okay. It makes sense. But now that we are here, we can notice those little details together. You're probably right, but why should I care about those little details? Because avoidance blurs things. Details are how we stay present while we touch something that hurts. Speaking of which, something changed. What was it? I think the frogs moved. An aside about frogs. When I was about 4 years old, I caught a frog in our backyard. I wanted to have it as a pet, but it escaped and hopped back into the woods. I cried, because the frog hopped away, and my parents recorded it on home video. That is both sad and sweet. My sister never let me live it down. That actually is true, by the way, in real life. Oh, I get it. Good. I see that something has changed. What is it? The deer moved. I actually nearly forgot that answer. Something changed again. The amount of trees increased. Oh, okay. How many trees were added? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 4 were added. It's just a slightly different version of the counting game, a counting question. Something appeared. Something small. What is it? So it's something small. So there did 2 big things appeared. The cliffs that are on the edge of the screen. But something small appeared as well. So let's look very closely at this. There are a lot of rocks now. There are logs now. But it's something small. So the correct answer is that bird appeared. Something new showed up. Something tiny. What is it? So we already saw the bird. There it is. Do you guys catch it? It's a little mouse. One final question before we end for today. In your mind's eye, what is happening between you and her? And you'll notice that it changed. She moved closer to me, and she's caressed. She has her arm on my arm. So both of these are correct. Your mind has offered you a souvenir. Something to hold on to when you leave. Yeah. Alright. We are at the end of our session for today. When you are ready, gently bring your attention back to the room. Take your time. Today we learned that it's okay to remember the small things, and that we don't need to constantly think about the bad. Thank you for this. I'm shit at writing dialogue, so I'm sorry. Oh, hee, why are you rubbing my arm? Because you are fluffy. What does that even mean? Like a teddy bear. Ew, what does that even mean? I say, this is also true. This is also something that happened. And cuddly, like a teddy bear. No one has ever said that to me before. I'm tearing up a little bit right now. Deck of memories. Getting all misty-eyed, guys. Oh, by the way, the music is different every round. So, this one, I mean, it's kind of obvious what's happening, probably. Thank you for coming to our session today. I know you are very busy. Shall we begin? Begin session 4. Notice I got gold on those two. As an adult, it might be easier to get over this if you can see it from the other side. Not to excuse anyone, just to prove you were not alone in it. Okay. Let's try that. We are not going to claim to know what she felt. We are going to look at what she might have seen, and what that does to you. Who do you see in front of you? And notice it's yellow now. Strain risk 8. Well, I'm gonna refer to myself as him. Good. You aren't hiding from it. Stay there for a bit. I remember the sun, high in the sky. It was about noon, and his half smile, half frown, like he was holding something back. Keep going. You're clearly stressed. Let's stay grounded. Take it in. What time was it? Well, she literally just said what time it was. It was noon. Good. You're doing well. You should be proud of yourself. It was a hot day for fall. The rest of the day is a blur after this. That's perfectly alright. We are focused on this memory. Let's look at the small details. Are there any animals in your mind's eye? A dog or cat? There aren't any. Or we can write in an answer. So let's look closely. Do we see a dog or a cat anywhere? Well, I don't. Okay. I could say there aren't any. But I'd actually be wrong. Because there's butterflies. 1, 2, 3, 4 butterflies. Butterfly. Wonderful. Butterflies are beautiful creatures. Have you ever heard of the butterfly effect? One small thing can change the course of history. Of course I have. It took a decade before I really opened up myself out to anyone after this. That's fine. Your nervous system learned. Don't risk it again. Maybe it changed her too. Maybe she carried it too. I doubt it. Is there anyone watching you two? The answer here is yes. Yes. My sister. My sister just kept yelling for me to get to the car. Like I wasn't allowed to say goodbye to him. Like none of it mattered. That must have been so hard for you. You were just a kid trying to hold on to one last moment with someone you had a connection with. Connection is the theme of the jam, by the way. Remind me, what's happening in your mind's eye? So remember, you're from her perspective now, but I can just put leaving in here. We were leaving. Forever. How did that make you feel? It made me feel powerless. I'm sure he felt powerless too. I did. That's okay. It just makes you human. There was so much I was afraid to say. And what happened next? Nothing happened. We said goodbye or he ran away. He ran away. That's what happened. Instead of saying goodbye or anything, after she told me they were leaving, I ran. I ran away. I didn't say anything back. I said goodbye. I ran away. I didn't even say goodbye. He ran away. Yes, that is the moment. Stay with it. I don't know what's real anymore. I don't know what I'm allowed to feel. That's okay. You don't have to speak as her now. You were not the only one who was powerless. You were both kids. No kid is equipped to deal with that. We're going to stop here for the day. You did enough. We're leaving. Oh. I'll see you some other time. Next year? When you come back? No. We're moving. Okay. I have to go. Runs away. You ran. That was your body trying to survive something too hard for a kid to take. I should have said something. I know. I don't want to read this. I should have said something, I know, and it makes sense that you didn't. I never felt the same about anyone else ever again. You didn't feel it again, yet you're here. You're looking at it. That's not nothing. Warning, this game includes themes of therapy, mental health, childhood abandonment, and avoidance, and emotional distress. Thank you for coming to our session today. I know you're very busy. Shall we begin? Unlocked by achieving gold in all previous sessions. Well, in this case, I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm gonna avoid therapy for now. I put a lot of myself into this game, and it's certainly been a week. I'm gonna say that. But I feel like I've always wanted to do a story like this, and I'm glad I did. But please don't be a jerk about it. Anyone who's like, oh, this isn't sad at all, or whatever, because it is really, really, really sad to me. Okay, so that's okay if you don't want to talk about it right now. We can try again next time. It was supposed to fade to black when that happened. I guess that's a bug that I'm gonna have to fix. It's supposed to fade to black and exit the game. Let me, yeah, let's exit. All right, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. I'll fix that bug, and then I'll put another update out right after this video.